So this is question number 5 in the 7Q, your turbo business model, taking it to soaring heights. Right? Question number 1, what was the problem? Question number 2, why hasn't it been solved? Question number 3, what would happen if it did? Question number 4, we just came from, is why should I believe you? What are the believability measures? So now we're at this question. What is different about your solution? What is unique and different about your solution? Now, your solution is unique and different because of several things. Number 1 is that you are unique. You have a unique ability or superior skill that you have a passion for, and I suggest that be the single core imperative from which you organize all of your work and your attention to what you do. So your unique ability is one place where people obviously see you're different, because people buy people. And so the differentiator is taking an inventory of your own skills, your own abilities, which has been probably the reason why your clients and associates and friends have a relationship with you. Okay, they see this sort of factory-made confidence in what you do, and it's your greatest source of confidence, and you do it, and you don't have to fake it, and it's really who you are. So unique ability would be number 1. What else is different about your solution? Well, of course, you can compare to the competition. You could do a competitive roundup. But in looking at this, I would suggest that you're like a moving target. So really, the approach is how you can be more of what you really are as a business and individually, and really be competitive from there. So it's like a fingerprint. There's nothing else like this fingerprint. And that's what makes me unique and different, because nobody else can duplicate it. And all I have to really do to have that fingerprint is just simply to stay true to it. So I've got 2 questions. Who are we really as a business, and who are we as people? That might come down to the very values from which we operate. It might come down to our very mission, the way in which we approach everything in our business and our life, our reason for existence. So some very deeper questions, and really looking at the interior condition of you. Now, in order for that interior condition to be coming out, in order for that unique ability to rise, the action happens in a transformative conversation. Unique abilities don't surge, they don't get active, they don't start applicating themselves in people's settings or lives. They don't create differences, which therefore we get paid for, rewarded for, until we find a setting in which the unique ability can actually come out. And so what is that setting? What is that place from which we can start to insert unique ability into it and help ourselves become more of us, but yet help people get value from it? Well, number 1 is we have to find other people's futures. So our greatest opportunity lies in their futures. How many futures do you know about? If you made your A list of your top 10 clients, do you know what really matters to them? What is their future that's presencing itself now? What are the cracks and the signals, the seeds? What are those elements now that are really showing to them the highest possible future they can have? And what is the highest possible future that you'd like them to have? That's a great point of innovation. What are you going to create? What solutions are you going to create for that highest possible future to come into being? Right? The second piece is, what are their top challenges? So we've been talking about the story. When you hear that challenge, that's where you become heroic, and that's where your unique ability starts to come out of the tomb, so to speak. We rise up, and we go for it. We produce solutions out of that. We provide leadership and confidence and creativity toward that challenge that we're going to eliminate. The third one is opportunities. Is looking at the opportunity profile of your clients, and what are their opportunities? Look at their 3 best opportunities, and how are you going to forward them, and what's different about you in doing that. And then fourth is their unique ability. They have a superior skill, they have a passion for it, so what kind of supply line are you going to be to them to be able to have full access to that? So if you look at those 4 elements, the future, the opportunities, the challenges, and the strengths, what excites them, you begin to be like a chef who has all this food on the table, and you begin to kind of marinate in it and fiddle with it long enough until it stares back at you and says, here's the recipe. Here's what you need to do. So your innovation, your differentiation, comes from optimizing processes and systems toward these ends, and of course originating these processes and systems, starting with the client-centric information, the future, challenges, opportunities, and strengths. And from there, you begin to sense your leadership, your confidence, and your creativity. And you know that what's going to make a difference is the conversation is very transformative. So what makes you different is how transformative your conversations are, and you put that in front of your product, in front of your service. That's the number 1 thing that you focus on in your business. And really, if you look at it, all your business is just a series of transformative conversations. because everything else could probably be systematized and duplicated and cloned, but that conversation was something that, well, you provided such a unique experience for someone to think about the problem that they have, not just solve it, that they've never had a chance to really get an angle on it like that, and that's really what the value is. Right? So let's remember that. That's a key approach. We're going to move on to question number 6.